one. What week are we on now, Gary? Week
Week
100.
We're about halfway through, aren't we?
Yeah.
Today's the 16th.
Yep,
So
16th of
there's
January.
not 32 days in January, so more than halfway through.
Yay. So, how have you been this week, Gary, with your challenge?
Bit uppity downy, I think.
Yeah.
I managed to add an extra run in, I think. I think I've managed to do that this week for a couple of days over the weekend. I started getting a bit of cramp on my run after 20 minutes, and I thought I'd fool my body. So I started running at 10 minutes instead, and it seemed to work. I don't know if that's scientific or whether it's just my stupid brain. But and then I decided to run again at 20, so I managed to do 10 minutes of running for a couple of sit-ins. I'll put the videos at the end. But I've tried to put together a goal of meeting 4K. I've still not done it. I got very close, either Sunday or Monday. Very close, like 3.9 something. And I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. The question is, do I achieve it? And you'll find out at the end of the video, because I'm going to stick it on the end of this.
Sure.
So we'll see. But yeah, it's been hard. Motivation.
I think this week has been a hard month with the full moon anyway. The full moon in Cancer has been a big one. And I think, it's like we're in the depths of winter now, and other people have said this. It's a big thing when the body wants to hibernate, but you're needing to exercise.
Yeah.
And it's getting that fine balance. Because I exercise early in the morning, and I find that helps you with the day. Whereas years ago, I used to exercise in the evening. So I don't know if there's something about exercising in the evening in the winter.
I'm not sure.
But then there's still dark evenings, isn't there?
It is, yeah. It gets dark in the evening, so I'm not sure. Not sure. But yeah, I've just struggled, I've got to say. That's why I've had to try and put some kind of target or something to achieve. Otherwise, I just find it a bit dull.
Yeah.
That's what I've been struggling with. So that's why I've tried to get this 4K. And I think that's achievable just at this moment in time. We'll see if I manage it, and then see what I can achieve for the last part of this month. See if there's another goal I can get to. I was thinking 5, but I don't think I can do 5.
What are you in for now? 4K?
4K.
How far is that in miles?
I've no idea.
Somebody get the phone out and find out for me. How far is 4K in miles?
It's about 3.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe it's about half. It's about 2.5 mile, 2 mile, 2.5, something like that. Something like that.
It's good as that, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully I can achieve it. Like I said, I was thinking about 5, but then I looked at it and I just thought, I don't know.
If you think about where that is, though, I think that's down Blackpool Front, is that? Sure, Blackpool Front, something like that. It might even be shorter Blackpool Front.
Not sure. What's it called? The Golden Mile.
Yeah, the Golden Mile, yeah.
So it's only a mile, I think.
Yeah, so if I said to you, you got to run down Blackpool Front, you'd be like,
yeah.
But actually, you're doing that without even thinking about it.
Well, I'm not running all the time, to be fair.
Right, okay, so...
And the most I've managed to run is about 11 minutes out of the 30. And I think I'd have to run for over 15 minutes out of the 30 to get to 5K. So we'll see. Something to think about to try and get to. But again, as somebody else has mentioned on the comments, it's maybe not to push myself too far and go too much at it, because I ain't used to it.
No.
And I don't want to do myself any mischief.
And that can easily happen when you're not used to something. Or
the idea is not to become Mo Farah by the end of the March. The idea is to try and get myself some enthusiasm to go to the gym, which I'm struggling with, and trying to get it into some kind of routine to try and go a bit more. If I can't get the enthusiasm, at least get it into the routine.
I think you'll feel better, because I've noticed on a morning it's getting lighter as we're in there. A week ago it was dark right up until coming back in the house. So it's getting, and I think you will feel better in the spring.
Probably will.
In the summer as well.
If I can keep it up, and I'd like to think I will. Whether I'll keep it up every day, I don't know. But only time will tell on that. I think, like you say, it's getting that enthusiasm for it. I had a bit of stress as we work this week, so that's probably not helped. Stuff on your mind and things like that. And they say exercise is supposed to help with that, and it hasn't.
I think it will have done, boss, to be honest.
Maybe,
Because actually, you could get a lot worse than how stressed you got.
I could have done, yeah, possibly.
And even when you did peak a bit, I noticed that you didn't stay there. You came down.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a struggle this week, I've got to admit, but
you
we
know,
got through it. It's Friday tomorrow.
The thing is, there's a lot out there online about what you should be feeling, thinking, doing, how things should be reacting with you. And yeah, exercise does help you feel good sometimes, but sometimes I think life can take over that.
Definitely.
And sometimes it can take you, the human, a while to get into that mindset. I remember years ago, when I used to go to the gym in Cross Gates, and they always used to say, if you don't feel well enough, or you really don't feel well in the mind, then don't do it, because you can injure yourself.
Yeah.
Because it can actually just make you feel worse, because you've just not got that oomph to get through it. So you can actually leave the gym feeling a lot worse than what you...
So that works quite well, because I kind of saw myself as not pushing myself the last couple of days. It's only this morning when I'm starting to turn the corners a bit that I'd pushed myself. The other 2 days, I just walked. I didn't do any running. I just walked 30 minutes. So some of it was at a faster pace, but I just walked just because I didn't want to hurt myself.
No, it makes sense to be kinder to yourself, because I think people, we all do, we all put way too much pressure on ourselves.
You can't go faster. Right, today I'm going to do 2K, tomorrow I'm going to do 3K, for the next 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't do that. You've just got to build yourself up gradually, and then plateau a bit, and then build yourself up again and plateau a bit. Otherwise, what happens if you do yourself a mischief? You could be laid up for weeks, and you've undone all your hard work.
Slowing down for one session, or even missing a session, is better than pushing yourself and being injured for weeks and months in some cases.
But the way I'm doing it, I think just going for a long walk is fine. Which is, I'll at least go for a long walk, which is a 30-minute walk on the treadmill, and then that's it. So it's, I don't think that's pushing myself too much. But it'd be nice to push myself at certain times when I feel like I can.
Also, as well, in the gym, there's some weights in there, and they do reckon, allegedly, there's a lot of voices out there at the minute, saying that resistance training can be better for you than cardio.
Yeah, quite possibly.
So that day when you actually think, I can't even bear to be on that treadmill, you can do either a cycle in there.
Oh, no.
Or weights, and this is for other people as well. We're cruel to ourselves as humans. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to have that. And actually that can be very unrealistic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it can put the body into straight away.
But I don't want to put that pressure on to do all these things, and that's why I've not added any anymore.
No, I mean, instead of.
Yeah, I could do it instead of, but I'm happy just with the walking. I have thought about adding the bike on and see if I can do more, but I've got to stick to the 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're doing really well, to be honest, boss, because you have been to the gym every day so far in January. I've had a couple of days off, but my mission wasn't going to the gym every day.
No. So how have you been doing then?
I've had an interesting week. What's with that look?
No look. What look?
I've had an interesting week. I've struggled with the full moon. And one of the things I've learned is that when we say to ourselves, I'm giving that up, we can make a big mistake in that. And I've learned this week, the key, I think, is balance. Because, you went and bought some biscuits, didn't you?
Stupidly, yes.
And there was a couple of days this week where we've had a biscuit after lunch. Now, old Claire would have done one or two things, beaten herself up, and this is it, etc., 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 or gone more and got another packet. Whereas I thought, you know what? It's okay to have a biscuit. I think we demonise food too much.
I did get those biscuits for February the 1st, though.
We do demonise food. We do demonise what we drink as well.
Yeah, we do.
We do demonise, everything's demonised. I remember watching, there's a few of them doing it on TikTok, food influencers, and there's a bit of a kickback now of, depending on who you watch, you're eating poison. Some people won't touch fruit and vegetables, some people won't touch meat, some people won't touch bread. So if you're watching all these different influencers, you actually cannot eat anything. Honestly, some people think it's normal to eat a big slab of butter.
Do they?
No, that is a trend.
Okay.
That's a trend.
That can't be
I've
enjoyable.
seen
That
people
cannot
doing
be
that.
enjoyable.
Kerrygold.
Who's that?
It's the Carnivore Brigade that are doing it.
In their gold butter.
It's the Carnivore Brigade are doing
Kerrygold, isn't that a
Kerrygold, yeah. I'm sure it's Kerrygold. It's something like that.
I'm sure that's a name for a branded butter. Kerrygold.
It is a butter.
What, Kerrygold?
Kerrygold butter.
I thought his person was called Kerrygold.
No, Kerrygold butter. I've seen them eating Kerrygold butter all over in the packet. And
I thought the person was Kerrygold.
no, that to me,
I'm
and it's
sure
like,
there's a butter manufacturer.
And they always start off with, our ancient ancestors ate like this. Now, come on.
Did they?
At what point did Kerrygold exist in those times? Did they really sit there on butter? There's a lot of it going on. It's really, online world at the minute with food and diet, we've had this discussion, is really, really, really toxic.
I mean, people might have ate it from the churn, maybe, as a mate. I don't know, but
I'd throw up if I did that one. Like, can you imagine me doing that?
I couldn't eat that much butter. I honestly couldn't.
Oh, the other trend is eating, rare steak, and they eat like demons. I'm gonna say it how it is. It's like, that ain't normal. I'm not saying don't eat steak, but when you plate of steaks like that and it's rare, and it's just animal. It's just and you can watch that and think that's normal. It possibly is normal. I don't know, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this week, I had 2 or 3 biscuits. But what? Usually
there is a tub of Quality Street in there. And you've not touched them.
No.
You've not touched them, to be fair to you, and you could very easily have them. So, and they weren't nasty biscuits, or smoke cookies, weren't they? They weren't.
So it's just like porridge with a little bit of syrup on. That's been left to set.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to beat myself up over it.
No.
I'm not sat there with the full basket.
No, we could have ate the whole box in one go. Well, it was only 6 biscuits in a packet, because the gluten-free ones, you don't get many biscuits in a packet.
See, there's a time we would have sat down and had that packet in one sitting.
Oh, easy.
So I think that's also as well, learning about when you're doing these type of things, what comes up for you, and how do you manage it rather than try and fight it or try and deny it, if that makes sense.
I think sometimes if you just have a little bit, it'll save you falling off the wagon and having a shed load of stuff later on. Because you could do that, couldn't you? You could fall off a shed and actually get a tub of bloody Quality Street and eat a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
when I was doing my oral health educator training, one of the things that we were told was, when we were talking to children about sweets and chocolate, is not to go too strict. Because we were told that, as an example, somebody tried that with their child. They brought them up not having, they were a dental nurse, and they learnt all the fear porn from the dentist, and they denied their child sweet things totally. So when the child could have a choice over their own diet, they then went off and binged it on sweets and chocolate. And you find that a lot when something is not given in childhood, they will make up for it in adulthood. So it's about teaching the child balance. So it's okay to have some chocolate, but have the chocolate with a meal, then it's less acid attack on the teeth.
And I can relate to that, because I know when I stopped eating takeaways, when I used to eat a lot of takeaways, and I'd fall off the wagon, something chronic. You know, you go for a week or so not having a takeaway, and then you think, sod it, I'll get a kebab, get a pizza, get fish and chips, and then suddenly you're having 3 or 4 in a week, rather than what you would have done, just like the odd one.
Yeah. If you think how well we've done, how many dirty takeaways that we used to have in Crossgates and Morley.
Yeah,
and up until coming here, up until the past just over a year, you know, kebabs, kebabs, pizzas. I mean, it got that bad. My accountant pulled me in about the amount of Domino receipts.
You can't put Domino's through the company.
I know. Anyway, those were the days. But do you know what I mean? Like the odd one, he says, like the odd working lunch. Can you imagine? I was going to do a shamanic healing. I'm only joking.
It got to the stage when we were in Morley and we were moving and the for sale sign were up and the takeaway driver got upset that we were leaving because he saw us that much.
Yeah.
What, you're moving?
We did balloon in weight, actually. We did balloon in weight. So we have done really well. Because we've not had a dirty takeaway, really. And if we do have a takeaway now, it's an Indian and it's very rarely.
Well, it's in a restaurant though,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
in a restaurant.
I don't think we've had a takeaway for a good year.
Yeah, no.
Ever since I found out that the gluten-free Domino's pizzas were the same base as you could buy in the supermarket for a quarter of the price. And that you could just make the pizza yourself. Very easily. For about, a third of the price. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it is about balance, isn't it?
It is, yes, definitely.
And like my sweet tooth in my teenage years, in fact, my dad just put a picture of the family picture on WhatsApp, and you should see my face on that. In my early 20s, I did not look well. No. Because I used to just balloon because I was eating chronically. So when I look back to that, it's, you know, the odd biscuit, the odd bit of cake, the odd chocolate, the odd what I call the period chocolate when you're on your period. Even then it's like 4, not a 10.
Yeah, well, we got to the stage where we were eating 5, 6, 7, 8 chocolates every time we had some chocolates, weren't we? Yeah. Or we'd share a bar of dairy milk.
A vegan.
Well, I used to get the 100-gram bars, now 90-gram bars. But then I started getting some 200-gram bars with the premise that it'd do 2 sittings, so I cut it in half, and we'd have 100 grams one night and 100 grams the other. Never worked out that way, did it? We'd just have half each, wouldn't we? So we've done quite well. We used to do that every night. We used to have chocolate every night. So, yeah, we've done really well. We, like I said, fell off a bit over Christmas. But, we've done a lot better than we used to.
But again, it's Christmas, isn't it, and your holidays. And we've had this discussion as well, because you can get your body into a really good rhythm. And then you go on holiday and you eat strange things and you drink strange things and you may eat out of your timetable. And that does have an effect on your gut. But at the same time, you know, sometimes it's nice to have something different.
Swings and roundabouts.
It's about flow, isn't it? It's about working in the moment about what's good for you, I think. So if you are struggling with your resolutions, also as well bear in mind that we're not really meant to make resolutions until spring. We are in winter, so your body naturally wants to hoard food and keep food on, and just be really gentle with yourself.
Yeah, and if you can do it, keep going, because it is good for you as well to do these kind of things. But you, like you say, if you're struggling, don't beat yourself up over it. Fall off the wagon slowly. If you're going to fall off, have the odd biscuit.
Yeah.
You know.
And if all else fails, eat some Kerrygold butter, because apparently that's really good for you. I'm only joking. But yeah, there's some really freaky stuff going on out there at the minute.
I'd rather have Lurpak.
Yeah. Well, our favourite butter's Lurpak. But obviously you have to get the vegan stuff now.
Yeah. I couldn't eat that.
Can you imagine it?
Eating vegan Lurpak in one sitting in a tub.
I've never been like that though, like with milk. Like I've never been able to drink a glass of milk in my life.
No, I've always struggled. There's probably reasons why now, but I've always never been drawn to it.
I remember at primary school, back in those dreadful 80s, with that silver top shitty cream milk we used to have to drink.
Well, they didn't put it in the fridge, did they? It used to just get sit out, so it just used to cream up at the top, and it used to be warm, didn't it?
And I used to just sit there as a little girl with pigtails, just gipping at that shit. I don't even know how I survived it. Oh, that day when was it Maggie Thatcher that banished that? Well done, Maggie. I swear to God. Horrible.
Maggie the milk.
I used to watch kids devouring it and just. But then I used to watch kids devouring Disney, and you know. Anyway, Yeah.
So that's about it for now. See how we get on. See if we do fall off the wagon later on. And are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Done. So that's us done for now. If you keep on watching, you can just catch up with some of my days that we've done since, I can't remember what the last day it was on the last video, but since Sunday. No, it was last Friday we did the video, wasn't it? So it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Another 7 days to go through. And see how we get on. And I might do the odd short now. We'll see how we go. See how we're getting on.
Yeah.
Now I'm less stressed.
Yeah. I do think the exercise will have helped you with that anyway.
Right then.
So we'll see you in the next one.
And I'll see you in a second.
Bye.
The one thing I always forget is my water bottle. So I've remembered it today, so I should be able to have a nice workout, hopefully. See you in a minute. Don't know if you want to join me on the short walk to the gym. It's still quite cold here. It's a bit warmer in the sun, but you can see out of the sun, it's still a bit cold. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Sorry about the flashy movements. And here we are at the gym. I'm just doing these videos now because I'm trying to waste time so I don't have to do gym work. But no, I'm going to get on it right now. One of the most important things, the heating's on. Got to get a bit warmer in here because it's no good working out in the cold. Let's put the old trainers on. Ready to rumble. So I'm already ready, set up, and obviously you can tell I'm doing a few videos today because I'm trying to do anything but doing the gym, but I'm going to do the gym. So here we go. I'll see you on the other side. So, managed to keep it consistent just today, but when I started doing my running, the 5 minutes of running that I try and do, after about 2 minutes, I started getting cramp in my calves. Not had that so far, and I'm just like, oh God, what do you do? Do you keep on running? Do you have to stop? I managed to soldier through. We'll have to see how it goes and see if I can find a way to resolve this problem. Hopefully it is resolvable and it's not DNF in me, but I'm sure it isn't. It's just me being soft. I'll see what happens tomorrow. Catch you then. Right then. So after yesterday, when I was starting to get a bit of cramp, I've decided to try and fool my body today. So instead of my usual routine of just doing a warm-up cycle for 20 minutes, just fast walking and then running for 5 minutes, I've decided to just do the warm-up cycle for 10 minutes and then run for 5 minutes and then another warm-up cycle walking for 5 minutes and then running again after 20 minutes. And it seemed to work. I've got through it. I'm a little bit achy, I've got to admit, but I didn't get cramp this time. So maybe it's a question of maybe mixing it up. I might try this again. And I almost made 4K in half an hour, which could be a target that I can try and achieve going forward. So, day 12 done. 13 tomorrow. See you later. Day 13. Here we are again, back in the gym. So let's see if I can crack on the same as yesterday, and hope either consolidate on what I've done or do a bit better. I'm feeling consolidation, I've got to admit, but we'll see how we get on. You never know until you get going. See you in a bit. I'm knackered. I decided to go for it again. Yesterday I managed to get to 3.91k, and I've got to admit, after the first 10 minutes, I did 5 minutes run and I felt a bit of cramp, and I thought, oh, it's probably going to be a consolidation. Maybe I'll just walk it off till the end. But I managed to walk it off for 5 minutes, and when it got to 20 minutes, due for another run, I decided to go for it, and I felt okay. And I kept going. I managed 6 minutes. I possibly could have done more, but I decided to just slow it down. And then for the last 4 minutes, I did quite a quick pace, just so I could try and get the magic 4K. I nearly did it. But Yeah, a bit short, 3.96 I think it is. So maybe do a bit of consolidation over the next few days, and I'm going to try and get to the magic 4K before our next natter, and hopefully you'll see whether I did it or not. Let's see how we get on. Tomorrow's the 14th, we're getting near halfway, so it's not too bad, and I'm quietly proud of myself for keeping going. I've got to admit, I didn't think I'd get this far. So, we're still going. See you tomorrow. Day 14. So, after the exertions of yesterday, I decided to take it a little bit easier today and just do a consolidation day. In fact, I walked the entire 30 minutes. Let's see what I'll get to tomorrow. So, day 15. So, same old as yesterday. Let's try again tomorrow. Okay, day 16 completed. I'm starting to get back up to the level where I dropped off over the weekend. I nearly got to 4K, which is kind of my ambition over the next, hopefully a few days, if not a few weeks, to actually reach and go past the magical 4K distance in 30 minutes. I got very close, I think Sunday or Monday, and then Tuesday and yesterday and today it's been me just looking after my body a bit to some degree. I've put on the pressure today. I think I got to 3.8 or something like that. So watch this space. Can I do it? Can I get to 4K tomorrow? Let's see. Right, here we are. Day 17, I think it is now. We're getting close to the end. We're past halfway through, and I'm going to go for 4K. Can I get there? Can I get there? Let's see. Treadmill's on. It's all deleted. We're going for it. 4K. We're going to start at 2. And we'll push it straight up to 6. Whoa! Don't turn around to the camera, Gary. You get wobbly. Right. We're gonna the warm up. Oh. It'll be even harder because I can't put music on because YouTube. Fantastic. Thank you, YouTube. I'd be having, what, Eye of the Tiger on or something. We're going to fly now, Rocky themes, all those kind of things to see me through. But unfortunately, can't do it. So this is possibly going to be harder. We'll see how we get on. Have a bit of a drink. Oh. Two minutes. Hopefully I'll try not to heavy breathe in the mic if I can help it, but I apologise in advance if I do. 7.5K. Kilometre every 8 minutes at the minute, so I'm going to struggle to do it in 30 minutes at the moment. 4K, I'm going to fall short, so I need to speed up at some stage. Question is, have I got the energy to keep up the pace? I don't know. Will my calves keep up with it? Will I get cramp? Not 100% sure. I'm starting to warm up. The room's starting to warm up. So that's a good start. Can I get faster? Can I walk 8K? What, 4 miles an hour? something like that. That is quite, leg stretchy. That puts me down at 7.5 minutes, which, 7.5 minutes, yeah, if I can keep up this, technically, I'll make 4K. I didn't think of that. It is, not sure if I could do this for 30 minutes, I've got to admit, it's quite a pace. Let's see if I can build it up to a bit of a run and then maybe slow it down at the end so I don't overexert myself. This is me walking at full stretch, I think, now. Not sure if I could keep this pace up after doing a jog. 7 minutes. Not made a K yet. I feel the calves starting to cramp up a little bit at this pace. Not good. I'm maybe pushing it too hard. Trousers slipping down. Not good when you're running. I wanted to run in a minute. Made my first K, but I'm past a quarter of the way there, so I've got some catching up to do. Need to start with. 10 minutes are up. We're going to start running and hope the microphone doesn't go flying. I think my letters are just a little bit slow for jogging pace. Pushed it up to 10.7. See how long I can keep going for. This is my catch-up pace. So, just over 5 minutes for a kilometre. Can I get to 2K before the end of this 5-minute run? Can I get to a 5-minute run? I feel a bit of burn now. 1.5 minutes to a 5-minute jog. Nearly 2K. I'm on schedule. Have I done too much too early? 15 minutes. Compose myself. Get a bit equilibrium back. A drink. I feel this 5 minutes maybe where it's won or lost. Because at this pace I'll only manage half a K in 5 minutes. Let me settle down, I might try and get the speed back up again. Back to 6.5. But I think I may be pushing it to go to 8, I've got to admit. So I'm getting tired, I'm making that awful noise on the treadmill where I'm not picking up my feet. At this moment in time, I'm starting to wonder why I thought it might be so hard, but all the other runs has kind of got it in my head of what I might need to do pace-wise to be able to get to 4K without completely obliterating myself, as it were, at certain times, and to what I can actually achieve. I think I'll be winning and lost in the next 6 minutes, I've got to admit, with that last run. If I lose it now and keep at this pace, I won't make it. 20 minutes. Let's go for it. 10.5. I've run it nose now. Getting a bit warm in here. Shower just falling down. Have a wobble. $3K. 22.5 minutes. Halfway through my run. $3.2. Feels like I'm not going to make it somehow. Have I done my maths wrong? $3.3. 24.5. Nearly 3.5. I feel if I can get to 3.5 before 25, I might be able to do it. 25. 25 minutes. 5 minutes to go. Pace. 5 minutes a kilometre. Half a kilometre, sorry. So I'm technically, even at this pace, I think, unless my maths is completely wrong, I think I've done enough. Which is good, because I ain't got much left. Ooh, how am I doing it? I don't know. Can I squeeze an extra half a kilometre an hour? I should have done this without my jogger top on. That was a mistake. Where are we? Still waiting for it to tick over. Have a drink. Just shy of 27 minutes, 3 minutes to go. And I'm up at 3.75. Quarter of a kilometre to go. I'm not sure. 1 minute I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm easily going to do it. And then I worry that I'm short. I don't think I've got any more speed in me without pushing. I think I've got enough time. 0.2 to go. I need to slow down. Sorry. As I said, I ain't killing myself to beat 4K. Whew. a drink. 2 minutes to go. And I think 3.87. I think I might just crawl over the line, kicking and screaming, but a win's a win. I think I went too early. I'm one of those athletes, Olympic athletes that went right at the beginning and they're slowing right down. Everybody's catching them up right now. And you're like, what are you doing? You're miles in front. What are you doing? A hair away, and I should have taught it us. Oh, it's getting close. Oh. 15 seconds. Don't really want to do much more than 30. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to stop it. Did I do it? Did I do it? Yes! 4.047. Did it! Day 17 over. See what happens on day 18. I'll see you tomorrow. So long.